Hello, Ron. Give me a moment as I'm currently fixing something up and gonna announce it once it's done. Hope you are a bit more patient. Okay, there we go. That should be everything. Now, there's still some stuff I wish to talk about. Obviously, the biggest obvious thing is for me is the how people are very cancel. Feel like everyone is very want to like cancel anyone, no matter what, for some whatever reason. This is something I've been like seeing more and more for myself, even not only also others. Oh, this is an old BB logo. But yeah, I've seen this for not only myself but others. Uh, it's always been seems like an issue that people just want to eliminate people for whatever reason. And this I see is quite depressing in a way if you like think about it. Think about it. Because we're all like human, and mistake is common. Like everyone makes mistakes. Even I make mistakes. Even and like just think of anyone, and they have most likely done something wrong. And this I felt even more when I tweeted at in BV that BV is like one of the most or one of the original that doesn't take after a big Fed name. It got way more traction than I wanted it. People took it out like to heart or just like said or someone took it negatively. Some took it like okay, it's just like a small tweet, doesn't matter. Some said this, some others said that, and it's just made me quite sad. It's just like seeing this. I have no idea why people are like doing this. And now, no matter no matter what I do, I'll always be seen as someone who's bad. Hello. And I wish to fix this somehow. And only way I can really fix this is like with time, obviously. Other way I can think of this is like just prove to them that it is false and they should not do this. And all they know me as a person is not me as a person. They know the character Rudes, which is like what most people have really pinpointed for me. And there's also others I've seen that has really done very well for themselves, but gets still treated very badly. Uh, no, this is toxicity. I'm talking about toxicity. Uh, this is a topic about toxicity in general, not just me, but in general. Uh, so this is a thing that has happened. I'm trying to think. Since like last, how long is it been? Like, it's always been a thing, obviously. But for me in general, it's always like since I'd say when we try doing selling, when we started to sell, I'd say, like when we had to take bumps properly, is when people started to get more aggressive. Um, and it's getting really like makes even anyone who's been in this community for long enough want to just quit. Uh, Jax or Jonathan Danger or Jax Blaze is a great example. He has been always been in a way bullied in a way, and he always come to me well like, hey, people are always even burying me. I'm not treated well, and like I mostly have no idea how to really say to this because I'm not professional. I my job is not to do health. That's not my job, but I'm still like trying to assist, and that's how it is. And you gotta work with what you can. And I'm trying to like, hey, ignore them and try to move on to be a better person. And obviously, there's some people that doesn't take that well, and some people that takes it well. Another person that has been angry at me for the fine, which is BK, who I think shouldn't be, but he has been. But it's what really I don't fully care. And toxicity is something that everyone should get better at. Did I do this wrong? Oh. I guess YouTube is fucking up or something. But yeah, toxicity is BK Maxis, the owner of Hardcore Elite Wrestling. That's BK Maxis. He is pretty cool. Well, he's pretty funny at times, but he takes stuff too hard as well. Another person I can think of that does take things too hard is maybe, wow, what's the name again? Oh, I can't think of that name now. I might remember them later on. But yeah, toxicity has always been a high issue within any community. Not only Roblox and like any community at all. There's some that is luckily pretty chill. Otherwise, you'll bump into people that is pretty toxic and will just try to make you go away. Make you so you are never in the community, even if you have a lot of potential in you. And this can happen to anyone really. And the best advice I can really give to you in general, if you meet some toxicity people, is to maybe block them off your life. If it's too much. If it's just like friendly banter toxicity, then I guess tell them, hey, buddy, you're getting a bit too out of hand. Because I've had people who bumped into me that, hey, I need help because my friends are being too toxic, and that can happen. Friends are sometimes have no idea where the boundary is when you're like known them for a very long time. And I've had my friends who have been very toxic to me, but I told them, hey, stop this. This is just getting me depressed. And I don't want this to hear this on anymore. Because it's really hurting my mental health. And they stopped. And talking with your friends is the best solution if you have friends that does this. Another solution I can really give you is if it's too much, like depending really, if they don't stop after you told them to stop, like actually I told them, hey, stop, this is too much, and they refuse to like, keep going and keep feeding on you, and then I'd say maybe take a break from them or leave them. It's like either or if that's too much. Because sometimes people don't really have proper friendship. Some people have some friends, but it's not friendship, you know. And I had great friends in my childhood, and they just like deleted me from their life for unknown reasons. Some are obviously, but most other of them is like I have no idea why. Um, and that can happen. Let me just get some water. I'm thirsty. Talk too much. Okay. What other topics is there we can talk about even? There are also, well, we can talk about video games as well. Like this podcast doesn't need to be only one thing. Let's move to something slightly more interesting, depending on you really. Video games. Video games can just be amazing at times, and Direct has shown really great. I don't want to already say anything as of yet because I have no idea who has seen it. So I'll wait till maybe next time. And I'm very excited for all of those games, and as all of them has been like maybe very excited for like the progression of gaming as well. Though I'm also a bit nervous about some other games that they have shown. I won't say the name of the game, but yeah. So there's that. Um, I wish to talk more in depth for it, but I just want to mention it that I'm excited for what they have shown for the direct. And that's a lot, mostly, I'll say it's mostly RPGs games have been shown, really, which is really nice. Uh, Another game I've been really seeing, or at least currently been playing, and that I'm in queue forever, and because it's so many people now, is Lost Ark. It's more of a hack and slash MMORPG with a bit of gacha. And if you have no idea what gacha is, imagine loot box. Anyway, uh, but I would say if you meet some gacha like game, I'd say play smart because I've been playing Smite for a very long time. I have only bought that all character DLC and I never paid for the game. And I've been having a great time. And I think you should try that idea, like maybe like pay or like if you can get all the characters for a game, like Brawlhalla example. Because I know that's funnily enough popular, but it's a very casual game, but it still can be very fun. And I've seen people get destroyed on it, and that's a game that's quite exciting. I've tried to enter tourney for it because it's very friendly, casual, whatever. I got to the semi, as I played it, I never played it, and that was pretty funny. I played what's his name, Morgor, I think his name is, the little guy who has like swords and sword and such. Yeah, very fun, very fun. Uh, and other games I've been mostly now because it's got characters now is obviously I have to work the name. It's Rival of Ether or Aether, how you wish to pronounce it really. It's looking quite promising with the characters. I've been playing some of them. I've played not all of them. Hello, Damien. And I'm quite excited to more games eventually. And we're getting the VR. We're getting. Sorry if I'm gonna do this. What are we gonna do? But yeah, quite excited. And can't wait to see what we're gonna get eventually. What other stuff we can talk about is, well, let me think a moment while I drink some water. I guess we can move away from gaming and talk about, I guess, life updates in general. I've been gotten better mentally and physically. I still have to obviously work out more, and that's like a given. On a few other things I had to work more on is, I'm just turning it off. Is my creativity, and that's getting somewhere. I'm getting slightly better at writing. I'm getting better like how I want things. Obviously, it's very limited what I can do with some stuff, and there's other stuff where I can just do 100%. Like in here in this industry I own, is that I'm mostly like tree catchers gonna bump all around. Oh. I like how I have my race hand, but question: do you still get nicer about the whole N-word situation where you get banned from end of station from saying the N-word? That's a good question. I would say I'm don't really get nightmares, but I'm still working on building my reputation. I would say it's a better word to really put that on in words. Because no matter what, I can't say anything else because people have painted me as a bad guy, and I just gotta build myself up. I gotten, I guess, some forgiveness. Some people that doesn't care, and some people that's like, hey, we know you're a pretty cool guy, and that's what's like situation, and or there's some people that know the context, and there's Corey who's just fuck Corey. I really want to just kick him in the face. So in a way, I would say I'm mixed feelings about it, but otherwise, it's really hasn't. I would no, it was. I don't think it was merch supposed to be merch about me. Maybe I have no idea. But it was mostly just jokes, and obviously he cannot upload it because it was supposed to be jokes, and me who understand jokes compared to many people, I just like shrugged it off. But Corey took it to another level. I believe some other people took it another level, which was made me quite hurt. But I didn't. I just had to move on, really. And that's kind of how it is. Like if I keep putting fire, if I keep putting fuel on the fire, it'll just keep growing. And my goal here is to put water on the fuel or on the fire, and make it go away and make people see that I'm not that guy that people has said I am. Because that people says, hey, don't come back to the community, you racist, as some people have said to me. And even, I'm gonna say, that's not true. I'm not really a racist person. Yeah, I said the N-word and I acknowledged it. And all I can do is really say, I'm sorry I said it, and I should get better on how I situation things, because I would say I'm quite autistic, even though I'm not like in paper, but I'm like honorably autistic, I would say. Like I would either joke too far, or I would take stuff too far, pretty much, without really meaning to. And that's kind of like how my mindset is. I can. I'm fine with I have more people to join. Damien, um, if you want to, let me see if I can make you in here even. There we go. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, hold on. I had to fix on something. Can you wait for a moment so I can fix up Bluetooth for my
Sure.
speakers?
I can wait. I can wait.
But yeah, we can just keep talking, I guess, about other stuff while I fix that up. Because it turned it off. Connect. Okay, it says connected. Try talking for a moment.
Hello, hi. How's it going?
Yeah, it doesn't say any sound. I had to probably fix it. It is on. Oh, no, that's the wrong one.
Okay, so
Oh, there we go. I heard you a bit. But
if I
yeah,
can probably think, if I
let me
can probably
just
think of
do
some
this.
stuff to talk about, then it would be cool.
Yeah, you can talk now. I can hear you full now.
I'm trying my best to think of any like couple of stuff that's going on the World Wrestling community. I guess I can talk about those, but I don't know.
I think go ahead. Like, you can doesn't need to be about Raw Wrestling. Can be about anything really. But yeah, go ahead, Damien.
Probably like first of all, I like to clarify a few things, and the first one's gonna be an apology because I haven't been wrestling too much. I haven't been wrestling in in Wrestling 2X22 for over a couple months now. It's like I've taken a break from the game.
Yeah, like that's very understandable. If you like, mental is like very important. Taking
It's not.
care of
It's
yourself.
not. It's not mental health. It's just like I played other games that wasn't wrestling related.
Actual good games.
Yeah, actual good games.
Yeah. Like I talked about some games I've been playing, like Smite. I've been enjoying that a lot.
I feel like I've seen your thing. See, like I saw your other server. It felt like you were playing Terraria. I don't
Oh,
know.
Terraria, yeah. It's something I stream with my friends. We're doing master mode. We're doing it in and out, but currently we're gonna do one last thing with Dota. Maybe then we go back to Terraria and eventually finish that up.
Let me just be honest for 1 second. When I first saw your name, I was like, how the fuck do I pronounce that name? Is it Lopez? Lopus? I don't know.
It's Lopez.
Okay. Like it's just
But it's fine.
it sounded like the last name Lopez, like the Lopez. I'm sorry if I almost said S. Kind of sound like it says Lopez and not Lopus. Lopus. God.
Yeah, I understand. It's like I don't really have much thoughts, opinions on like how people really pronounce my name. So long I understand they're talking to me, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Okay.
having two Daniels in the chat. This one is like Daniel and another Daniel, you know.
For some odd reason, I'm seen to be the only person here that has like a stick figure profile picture. Everyone else just has their Roblox like wrestling render as their PFP, I guess.
My this profile picture I got is drawing really by a wonderful friend of mine that I think everyone should check out because she makes great art. Is Fear Crows. Obviously I have my about page, but yeah, mostly this is a really great art of me. But yeah, um, where was I? Damn, I lost the track where I was talking about before you joined.
I feel like okay. I first started talking about World Wrestling stuff. I not even gonna lie to you, I was searching up World Wrestling related content, and what's the very first thing I see on the goddamn recommended section? World Wrestling memes.
Wait, Pro Wrestling has memes? I've never seen
Apparently
them or heard
so.
about them.
Apparently so.
Well, their memes probably mostly suck or is offensive. Speaking from experience, because this is like the maybe the second time really people has done something toxic. Really, at least memery. With me involved. The first time I'd say was not really cool at all. And the second time I understand it's a joke. But the first one I still had like feelings about like how they did it. It was like not a very funny joke and very like, wow, how dare you. But yeah.
Okay, wait. Not gonna lie to you. I've saw plenty of pro wrestling memes. Probably not a lot of them are offensive. They're just like funny moments.
Well, I think I have some kind of things that's related to me in general that's not offensive at all. That's funny. Like, if you look up anything with me and Tyson in the past, it has some funny moments. Like him chasing me, I had to run around to just not get caught by him. That's like a part of the storyline, and a lot of goofy stuff. I just want to have some fun moments. Very good storyline that I was hoping that could go well. What with Nate End, but it didn't go well at all because. But yeah,
I remember
I
something. I Sorry for interrupting you, Lopus.
go ahead.
It's just that I keep remembering something from when I was still in my pro wrestling days. I have, I guess, some of the worst wrestling attires that you could probably see right now. Like I'm just thinking to myself, why does everybody else have like good attires? I'm the only one that has the worst dressing fashion.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I would say I have at least pretty good ones. It's like not the world best, but still like it shows like the idea of what my character is. Like
I know.
for Blake, it shows nicely. For Mustache, it shows nicely. For Roots, it shows great. And people still call him Rhodes, even if it's not Rhodes.
I'm really good at like the whole pro wrestling thing, but there's one thing that I can't get right that I'm trying to practice though.
And
Want to guess
was
want to guess what that is?
no, I'm bad at guessing.
The one thing that I have a problem with is my own ass selling.
You're had problems with your own selling.
It's just that every time I go up against someone that is good against me, it's just that I'm thinking to myself, this guy's good against me. I'm gonna go no selling for a bit. Like I don't know why I just no sell for a couple seconds. Like I just like I sell for 1 second, then bam, I no sell. Kind of like that. I remember right. Oh god, am I really gonna talk about this one related drama I had with one of your wrestlers, Lopez?
I'll go ahead.
I remember my first ever wrestling drama between me and Dark Legendary Max, aka Quinn Mensa, as his wrestling name.
Oh,
I
share.
legit, I legit just fucking, I called him out because he booed a wrestler that was doing really bad. So I was like, "Hey, can you stop booing?" And he just, he just legit just, he just told me that so I can just boo people whatever I want. I don't remember the exact situation. I'm just doing like some sort of paraphrasing. I just don't know. I don't even know the exact words, so I'm just gonna pretend. I'm just gonna paraphrase it. The only thing that I can just can't remember is the fact that I can remember something that happened while the end of it. Like the moment Dark Legendary Max and I just legit started the drama, and I ended it with like a couple things. We both blocked each other. We just blocked each other the moment we stopped arguing.
But nice story. That's quite the drama moment there.
What is it
Yeah,
again?
if I wish I knew more of the context really to really like, I'd say laugh a bit or under something like it. But yeah, you explain as
I like
well as you could.
a couple days ago, I don't think much of it, and I then go to the show. I then go to a show where guess what? Quinn Menza's in there, so I'm just thinking like, oh great, he still has me blocked, don't I? So he just says something that's really relatable. So I say this. Not gonna lie, this is legit the only time I can agree with you. And as soon as I said that, whenever someone has you blocked, they send you like they send you a message saying that you can't send a message to that person that you blocked. But apparently, legit, I sent him that message. It sent him right straight to him. So I was like, oh no, he unblocked me. Leaves the game. Like, bruh.
That's
And he just that's kind of suspicious, you know. Unblocks him the second you stop arguing with him.
I think that has happened a lot. Like, I think that's quite common within like some arguments. Like, I've seen like people always go in, on and off on block, and really not, let's say, commit most of the time. Most of my blocks I have always committed, like against Corey, because fuck Corey. Yeah, I blocked him.
Wait.
Pretty much I'm blocking him out of my life, and he's still being
Wait.
asshole and just trying to paint me as bad as possible.
You keep mentioning this Kure guy. I'm just like, who
It's
is this?
the guy who owns RWC. You know that federation?
RWC. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
just keep have that in mind. No one knows. No one wants to know about
Okay.
it.
RWC. I'm just like wait. RWC. Meaning like the Pro Wrestling Community Channel.
Commission wrestling or something.
I'm in ACW, which is like Action Championship Wrestling. I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Corey. For many, he's just called Corey. Corey Kamato or something.
Corey Kamato.
But yeah, like I would say he'll act like a nice guy for you. He'll try to be your friend, but in the end, he'll just use you in general. He's not a good guy.
Well, damn.
And I learned that the hard way. And once I learned that, I understand, like, yep, I will make sure to be more careful on who person I give my 100%. Because there are maybe some people it's like that.
Has anyone tried to at least expose the living shit out of him?
No one really has. I think someone has, but he just came back, and then I think I bumped into him. Before that, I knew about his true side. I helped him with his federation. Literally, I single-handedly revived it. I built the arena. I helped him with the tiles. I helped him with like the crowd. I helped him with the scripts. I helped him with the messages. I helped him like with everything. Like, quite literally everything. I cleaned it, I fixed it, I pretty much built him a new house, could we say, in the figure of speech. Then he kicked me out of the house I built for him. Without saying, without, like, any, like, acting like a friend or anything like that. But he just, like, you're a stranger to me, you never helped me, and fuck off, kind of deal, you know? If that's understandable in that kind of deal. Like, I wish that I could like show more of him, but I can't really do anything. I'd rather not make too much drama. I'd rather not make any more like problems. And he's already this giant asshole. Fuck him at all. Yeah, let's move to something else.
Speaking of moving to something else, WWE's Royal Rumble 2022. What do we even start with it?
I haven't watched it. I don't care about the WWE, and it's pretty boring most of the cases. Yeah, it has some great wrestlers, but most of the time it's I just want to
Bro,
sleep instead.
it's 2022 and people still are getting bored of WWE. Not gonna lie, I have to agree with them.
Yeah,
The one thing I want from the WWE is to them to release Ricochet so that he can move to another wrestling company that isn't their company. Because
yeah,
Ricochet's just getting treated like a jobber at this point.
yeah. Another guy that's want to get out is obviously Mustafa Ali. Hashtag free Ali. And he's quite talented and it's not going to shown his potential anymore. And always the stories in WWE is like you get a bit, but if this and we not never commit to it. And Vince is very, I feel like old fashioned. Like even if they are not getting a much viewership as they used to or anything like that, they still gain a lot of money. And how they are doing, I guess WWE 2K22 as it looks now promising. I have a feeling they won't do anything better than that. It's gonna be their best WWE game, and they're not gonna be able to really top it because I have a feeling that WWE doesn't really care and just want their money or their deals and just have yearly release, and they'll just have all that 2K 20 all over again.
I,
Or
I was thinking the same thing. WWE 2K22 is just gonna be the exact same thing as 2K20. A glitchy son of a bitch mess.
no, I would say they actually have worked. It looks better, but overall, I think the next game, the years after that, will have the slowly we're gonna get over to 2K20 again. Like 2K22 is gonna be the best game, and then nothing else for years because WWE just want
I
yearly
was
releases.
I was thinking that like 2K19 was like the last prominent 2K game that was good.
Yeah,
And now 2K22 is gonna take that title away from 2K19.
yeah. Well, it depends really how they do it, but yeah, I'd say well, it does have that like possibility of of the name of the best 2K game or wrestling game for a while until maybe AEW, who has the best devs, taking that over or something. Because I feel like that AEW wrestling game won't have yearly releases, but still has quite the potential that's probably gonna destroy 2K22, but possibility depending on how both is.
A possibility for years or months to come. Because there's not yet a release date for the AEW game. It could release just like the wrestling code in 2023, but
I have a
that would be
feeling
very unlikely.
because yeah, I have a feeling the game might come out in 2023 or 24. Uh,
Don't say 2024. It's if they actually release that in 2024 and it comes out disappointing, like Cyberpunk 2077, I'm just gonna quit being an AEW fan.
it's a possibility, really, because there I think the devs that's working on AEW is not as big as 2K, even if they're very talented.
I'm probably thinking to myself that what do I remember? I feel like when the AEW game showed the entrances to like the two characters that were finished developed, like what is his name again? I don't tell me I forgot the name of
Darby Allen.
Sting's. Yeah, Darby Allen and Jungle Boy. I feel like it's gonna be like TNA Impact's entrances where they show it for a couple seconds and it just fades to black.
Kind of like an instant once the entrance is done, like they're just like standing there awkwardly, like in 2K games. But yeah, we'll have to see really on both games really, and can't really
Okay.
say which one I look. I'd say I look more forward to the AEW because it has obviously the better roster, and obviously it's has the better people. that actually know what they're doing, because they have been worked on the best WWE games in the past. So they can just knock it out of the park on the first release, but we'll see really on what they are showing, because they're working really hard on it, and I'm excited to see what they're doing.
Okay, unrelated to the AEW and WWE games, but I feel like the 2022 Royal Rumble was like the most disappointing Royal Rumble we've ever had the pleasure of viewing. I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see it, and you didn't either. But I feel like the most disappointing out of all of them was like the women's and men's Royal Rumble, where they had both Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar win the Royal Rumbles. The moment that those two just came out, it's like just end the curtains, cut the cameras. They won. It's simple. It's it's like WWE just wants them to be in WrestleMania. Like Ronda Rousey returns, WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar didn't win the title. He didn't retain the title. WrestleMania. Like why? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's really like weird on how they are making their stories, but I understand with Rosie. But I hope that Ronda and Becky is actually a fight, and not Ronda and Charlotte. If that's the case, because that's the fight we've been promised for a very long time. For Brock Lesnar, I cannot see it, because the idea at first was that Roman Reigns and The Rock was supposed to fight, but because The Rock is so busy with Hollywood, they had to change the script around Brock Lesnar. But I still find it very dumb that Brock lost his title, then won the Rumble. But yeah,
I feel
I
like
again don't really care much anymore about the WWE, because it's not really a good product anymore, and
I feel like I have to talk
really
about one thing
wasting
out of the
their.
WWE. I have to talk about something out of the WWE. I feel like we have to give a moment of silence for the recent number 14 curse of the Royal Rumble. And that was unfortunately Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic Mysterio. If you don't know
Anyway, in
what the number
AEW is a great wrestling show.
and get one more thing. Okay. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about WWE anymore, but okay, let me just tell you what the number 14 curse is. The number 14 curse started in like the first Royal Rumble, where apparently if you get eliminated, and then all of a sudden a couple weeks or months go by and they suddenly just get released. That's what they're gonna do to Dominic Mysterio, unfortunately. Like Dominic Mysterio gets released, Rey Mysterio is not gonna be happy.
We'll see, really. If that's the case, then it's gonna be quite interesting. Because I believe Ray eventually does want to retire against Dominic, but the mask will probably not be given to Dominic until Dominic has able to pull Excalibur out of the sword. I mean, off the stone. Yeah, to move away from WWE, which is a boring show, well, let's go to the better show, which is AEW, New Japan, or Ring of Honor.
Let's actually
Ring
talk
of
about
Honor, but
Ring of Honor. Rest in peace, Ring of Honor went in a hiatus in 2021.
yeah,
I mean,
but yeah, New Japan and AEW is like always the peak show that I always like do my best to really make time to watch, but it's a lot of wrestling really, like it.
Speaking of AEW, look who has decided to bask in their glory. Like fucking, you don't know what I'm getting. Keith Lee made his debut in AEW, so welcome to Limitless, Keith Lee.
And the Switchblade too. Well, he's not signed, but he's in AEW. And I'm very excited to see what other people they are gonna put in. And part of me is wanting to have Okada eventually fight Brian Danielson.
I'm eventually
Because
thinking that there was like a couple teases. There's a couple of teasers that both Johnny Gargano and Jeff Hardy were gonna be in AEW, but that's like a tease. I don't
yeah,
know.
that's a tease more than thing. But for a dream match for me, or a dream goal I hope to see in AEW or New Japan, is Brian Danielson and Okada fight, and that's gonna be one of the 10 like a 1,000 star match, I believe, of the two best wrestlers there are.
I like how people are talking about like Switchblade Jay Blade's debut and Keith Lee's debut, but are we not gonna talk about another debut that just so happened to happen like 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago? Like, did we forget about Danhausen's debut?
I think we did. Like Keith
Like,
Lee and Switchblade stole that guy's thunder.
like, damn, bruh, they really debuted just to get away from Danhausen's attention. R.I.P. Danhausen's debut attention. Damn, bruh, That's just a shame.
Yeah, I like AEW has quite roster, but they don't have enough uh, TV showcase. I would say they have Rampage and Dynamite, and that's about it. I mean, but there are already so many wrestling shows. I have no idea how they're gonna make more because Dynamite and Rampage is like around like 500,000 or something. Uh,
I have a
I don't know.
feeling. Wait. Speaking of AEW, what? Hold on. I always wondered, what is AEW's WrestleMania? Like, WWE has WrestleMania, but what does AEW have?
I'm trying to remember what its name is. Let me double check. It should be something with A or something. I'll let me just say.
Wow, all out, all out.
Was it?
You
Was
said
it
A, I
all
was
out?
like, oh, I all out.
Might be Fallout.
It's all out, not Fallout, all out.
Yeah. Um. It's not very obvious of a name of a mania name, but it kind of makes sense because of was their first period, or at least All In, but it's in Ring of Honor. So I had to change the name to All Out. For like, what's your deal of a match now? With there are so many matches, so many people coming in, and now the door is more open on AEW, obviously.
Forbidden Door, huh? Oh my god. I feel like most of the Forbidden Doors are just from WWE. Like fucking there's a lot of WWE superstars that made it to AEW.
I want to say the Miz and MJF.
Oh god. Miz versus MJF. People were
That
speculating this people were speculating to see fucking MJF in a Royal Rumble, which bruh, that will never happen considering the fact that he's an AEW fuckhead.
Yeah, that would be. I will still watch the Miz and MJF have a promo battle or wrestling match because they are the two best people in the mic.
If Miz just retires from WWE and goes to AEW, and that's the first thing that he does, I'm gonna be like, bruh, time to watch AEW now.
Yeah, like the Miz is my first one. The Miz, Sheamus, Cesaro, Xavier, Coffee, Big E. It's like my top people that I love watching in WWE. Really. That's also Tommaso Ciampa, but again, WWE is not boring, so it's not really any point of watching it. So I'm just watching like Wrestle Talk reviews of it, the show.
I feel like the only way I would watch WWE is if they had NXT, which unfortunately it's now NXT 2.0, which Giving NXT the name 2.0 doesn't make it any more better. It and adding a like a more color gradient in it, like a bunch of colors instead of the old black and gold, just pisses me the fuck off.
I mean, at least now I have the black and gold trademark. With Bwe, it's like black and gold.
Imagine someone takes your name like BWE and just has it in an actual wrestling company. Like, welcome to BWE, Barbaric Wrestling Entertainment. Like,
I will
what happens if
scream.
someone does take your name?
I will scream. I will
Like how?
actually scream.
Happiness, like happiness, anger, or sadness?
Mix of everything. All the emotions at
You'll be
once.
happy. Like you'll be happy at first, angry at the second, and then sad at the third.
Yeah, it's like the 5 steps of what's it called?
Grief.
Yeah.
5 steps of grief.
Like go. Kind of deal. But yeah, I don't think I could do anything about it.
Like someone actually takes your name, and what's even worse, they take one of your pay-per-view names that's Dark Series. Well, and
That's
now
not pay-per-view
WWE
name, that's the
presents
series name.
Dark
But yeah, if they
Series.
just take everything I've done and just make it their company, I would like be sad, but also wonder how they will do it, because I've been doing this for a very long time, and if they do it better than me, well, I still can't do anything about it, because I can't really copyright the name. I have no idea how to copyright this name either. But it's still an industry I have built
You don't know how to copyright things.
But yeah, I've
like
built this industry since 2017, so it's quite the road, and I've no idea what I would do if someone like random millionaire or billionaire, another Tony Khan in some way, will do that. Because beauty is shitpost in a way, and it's intergender and it's no weight limit. So literally a man and a woman can wrestle, a big boy and a stick can fight. And you'll see zombies on there, like it'll be stupid, it'll be funny, it'll be and such on. But yeah, I honestly have no idea what I could do if someone would actually do it in real life. Besides, being
I was
sad.
originally fun fact about my like wrestling character. I was gonna have a theme. I was gonna have my theme be a self-deception theme called Weight of the World, but unfortunately, there's no Weight of the World on Roblox audio IDs. So I had to resort to that one song. I don't know what it's called, but it had one of the lyrics called Notorious. It had like, I'm not gonna sing it, but it had like the thing where the guy goes, Notorious. That's it. That's all I can remember from it.
Sounds kind of tame. You need something that sings about ripping guts out, Yeah, we are soon hitting the 1 hour mark. Is there any last points you wish to talk about or mention?
Probably like, if I can talk about one thing, is that about me, I feel like I'm helping out my family a lot, especially my mom. Unfortunately, she has like an injury where unfortunately, she has like a thing where she can't walk normally in her right or left knee. So, we have to help her out, but she does have a leg cast that she can walk around, and she's getting a lot better. So, yeah, get better, mom.
I really hope your mother gets better, and I hope everything goes well for you. And if you ever want back in pro wrestling, my doors are always open. And if you want to stay right hard, you can stay right hard. Like, my goal in BV is always show talent and show that that these people can main event. These people can give their 100% if they're truly shown their true
I want
potential.
to. The one thing I would work on is my selling. I like how I want to work on my selling because I have a very slow typing on phones, but I have very fast typing on my computer.
I would say, uh, in general, for that, uh, it depends if you're like on phone. Like, there's a lot of great people that's on phone. Like Chris Waller is a great guy on phone, example, and you can do some minimal writing like for that. And for PC, for personally, I'm a PC guy, but I'm not a fast writer. So working with like more, I'd say,
The it's just like it's just like the only way that I can do my entrance is on PC. I have like my entrance outfit. It has like a hood up. So the only way I can pull it down is if I do like the beep one where it just refreshes you. When I do the AJ Styles taunt, when I pull it down, I press B and it just pulls it down. You unfortunately can't do that on mobile phones. So that's a shame. Unless you do like exclamation mark, exclamation point, refresh, there's no possible way to refresh your avatar into what it is now.
yeah, you usually gotta time it on phone most cases. But yeah, that's mostly this podcast. I hope. Thank you for coming by, Damien. Chatting with me, just talking about random stuff and such on. This was pleasant.
It's good, Lopez. I saw you alone, and I'm just like, I don't think this is good for a solo podcast, so I'm gonna have to help this guy out. But
I mean, I
anyways,
still
it's
think I
good to
talked
be
about
here,
like
Lopez.
some stuff, but yeah, solo podcast is never the best, but sometimes can be where like depending on what it is, it can be well. Yeah.
Right, nah. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see you all a couple. I guess if people are seeing this, which I probably don't, but if you are, then Lopez and I will see you in the next podcast if I'm ever
Or are you
here, I
actually
guess.
gonna keep coming to the podcasts?
I actually want to be a podcaster in this, but also a wrestler. But okay,
Oh well, I'll.
podcaster slash wrestler for
Okay.
Lopez, I
Well,
guess.
thank you again coming
Anyways,
by. I mostly will see everyone at the show that's at Sunday. For others, I'll probably just lurk around for at an NGE.
all right. So see us, Lopez, and everyone who's watching this, if some people are, see you on the next podcast.